Students, the basic concepts of C++ language were discussed during the last sessions. A good understanding of C++ concept is very essential for writing C++ programs. We know it well. Programs are nothing but set of instructions by which we can communicate with the computer. How can we write instruction? With the help of sentences and statements, we can write instructions. So we have to recapitulate all the facets and all the concepts that we learned during the last sessions about C++ program to write a good C++ program. So this session is nothing but a quick tour to refresh the concepts we attained during the last session. I would like to solve different questions and answers in this particular session. Before we are going to make a tour towards this chapter, I would like to bring the evaluation process by which we are evaluating a computer application, especially the mark denomination of theory examination in second year. See the mark denomination of computer application. For first year 80 and for second year 120. For second year, among 120, 64 theory, 24 CE and 44 practical examination. Come to the world of theory examination, second year theory examination. What are the different types of questions we have to face for the examination? So we will get 1 mark questions, 5 1 mark questions we have to attend. Next 2 mark questions are there. We have to attend 9 2 mark questions. So total 18 you can score from 2 marks question. And next is nothing but 3 marks questions. We can attend 9 3 mark questions. So total you can bag 18 marks while writing 3 mark questions. And we have to attend 2 5 mark questions. Means 10 marks questions you will get from essay type. So total mark for second year theory examination is nothing but 60. If you are going to think and prepare intelligently, we can score 60 out of 60. Because options are in front of you. You will get freedom to select questions from these all groups. Moreover, we have to think and we have to prepare for scoring at least 36 marks in this particular examination and at most 60 out of 60. For that, a hard work is required. So that is why coming days you can devote for the preparation of computer application. If you are going to prepare well now, you can enjoy later after getting good mark in computer application. So what are the different facts we have to learn from this particular chapter? So uses of input statements in program to enter data into the computer. So how can we frame input statement? How can we give data to the computer to do some process? So how can we frame input statement? Another aspect is nothing but how can we write output statements and how applies various forms of if statements to make decisions while solving problems, because if statements are having different flavors. How can we use if statements in different situations? And it's very important. And apart from that, comparison of if ladder and switch statement. Moreover, different loops can be compared. Different types of loops are there. So do while loop, while loop and for loop, etc. So among them, the difference between entry control loop and exit control loop will be learned properly. And we have to learn how to dry run the nested loop. Sometimes for the examination, we will get an example of nested loop and asked to write its answer. So that is why we have to learn about nested loop also. And moreover, we have to identify the effect of break and continuous statements. So these are nothing but the nutshell of this particular chapter. So for that, we have to recapitulate different things that we learned during the last session. Just see one simple example in C++ program. It is nothing but to find the sum of two numbers. So user can enter any two numbers and that numbers will be added together and sum will be displayed. That is our aim. As usual, we have to include the header file IOStream and we have to use the namespace std. Then we have to start main function. Thereafter, to find the sum of two numbers, we have to declare three variables. I have declared here a new m1, a new m2 and a sum, where all these variables can accept integer values. So that is nothing but a declaration statement, and we know it well, statements are terminated by semicolon. Usually whenever we are using our language also, at the end of the statement we will put a full stop. Just like that in C++ we are using semicolon. Next, we have to prompt to the user to enter two numbers. Then that number will be accepted and stored in a new m1 and a new m2. That statement is known as input statement. Then the stored values in a new m1 and new m2 will be added together and stored in the variable sum. That is nothing but an assignment statement framed to store sum of a new m1 and a new m2. Here the values that are in a new m1 and new m2 will be added together and stored in sum. Now the result is there in sum and we have to bring the result and to be shown through the monitor. For that we are using an output statement, that is out sum is equal to sum. Thereafter return 0. Whenever we are learning such type of programs, along with that we have to learn different concepts of C++ program. So we have to learn about declaration statement and how to declare the variables in C++ programming language, what are the different types of data types that we can use to declare the variable. Then as far as this example is concerned, I had used a cascading style of input. Identify different identifiers, different keywords that we have used, different punctuators they are included, and what are the different operators that we had used in this particular program. If you are going to learn using this particular strategy, while writing a program itself, we can learn different aspects revolving around such type of program. Thereby easily you can learn C++ programming language. Okay, just read the question. Write the name of C++ operator used to find the remainder during arithmetic division. Remainder during arithmetic division. So what is meant by remainder? See, if you are going to divide 5 by 2, remainder is 1. I think, could you get that? So it is very simple question. Answer is modulus operator. But whenever we are learning about modulus operator, along with that we have to learn about integer division also, because for the examination usually they are asking compare modulus operator and division operator. So let's see one question. What will be the result of A is equal to 4 by 2 and B is equal to 4 modulus operator 2 if A and B are int data type? It's very usually we are getting this question. So A and B are int data type. Then what is 4 by 2? Answer is A is equal to. What will be the output of B is equal to 4 modulus operator 2? Answer is 0, because 4 can be exactly divisible by 2 and thereafter we will get the remainder 0. So whenever we are learning about a modulus operator, we have to learn integer division also. And one more thing we have to think. If you are going to declare B as float, then is it possible to use modulus operator? Just think. Just see this question. Classify the following C++ tokens into identifier, keyword, literal and operators. Float. So float is nothing but a keyword by which we can declare a variable to store floating point numbers. Continue, kept within double quote, that is why it is a string constant, that is why it is a literal. And equal operator, that is a comparison operator. For is for loop, that is nothing but a keyword. Modulus operator, that is an operator. CPP, that is nothing but an identifier. 39, that is nothing but a constant, that is very literal. And cout, it is a little bit innovative. Cout is nothing but an identifier by which we are identifying output device. So when we are getting a question like this way, we have to prepare a table. Just see the answer. Identifier CPP and cout, keyword float, literal continue and 39. Operators are comparison operator and modulus operator. So when we are getting this type of question, you just refer this question also. Classify the following C++ tokens into identifier, keyword, then literals and operators. CPP capital letter, continue, I took away the double quotes, comparison operator as it is. For, I made it as capital letter. Float, you just look, F is capital though. Next modulus operator, 39 as it is, and cout capital. Just try to solve this one and try to remember C++ programming language is nothing but a case sensitive programming language. And one more question you have to solve, that is, what is the difference between equal and equal operator? So it is also a little bit important question for the examination. Try to solve this one by thinking properly. Okay, see, when we are learning C++ program, we have to look to every nook and corner of the programs, Then many answers for different questions are hidden there in different programs. So that is why whenever we are preparing for the examination, try to utilize that trick. I said there, when we are writing a program, answers for different questions are hidden. So that is why learning is an art. Think well. Moreover, do good. Then you can score good mark in C++ program. Thank you.